at almost 9 minutes and 45 seconds exactly in my recording.
I lost
For me,
a few
it's
seconds
9.5
because of it
minutes, almost.
crashing.
We're 12 minutes into my recording.
At least Dusty and
At least
mine
it's
are
not
the
an
same,
hour
but
like
yours
last
is like
time.
No,
4 minutes ahead.
I love the moments we have before stream. They're always funny.
Well, none of it stays in, thanks to me. You're welcome.
It could.
You know who else
You could make it.
You could turn it into
I'm not
going to
leave
show.
the clap sync in the thing. That's not a...
No,
I didn't say do that.
The podcast.
We could do like
there's a problem. They leave the clap
Welcome
sync
to
in.
Collecting Dust, guys, where we're very professional and don't talk about our way of doing the fucking podcast.
Fuck you. We
like
talk
at the
about it all the
very
time.
We have an episode called "Very Serious People" already, and that episode is mostly us not talking about the game. I forget
We
which
take
game
this
that is.
very seriously. This totally isn't just our social call, an excuse to see each other once a week.
That's exactly what this is.
Shh! Don't say the quiet part out loud.
No.
Some people might call this a cry for help. I call this fun.
I have said in past episodes, I honestly don't care if we get views. This is unironically, at the very least, my reason to see all of you.
Yeah.
Isn't it a miracle that let's make a podcast, and then I moved to Oregon and there was no need to start the podcast because I was with you, and then the moment I moved away it's like podcast, and then we started it again.
That's really miraculous.
Wow.
Kind of crazy.
What's that? What episode's Very Serious People? Which episode is that?
It's up your bum.
It's the Transformers War of Cybertron, aka We Are Very Serious People. That's the one where I bust out the keyboard and everything. Like we were doing anything but talk about the game.
That
We
game
barely
wasn't
talked about the game.
fun.
I'm probably gonna brain rot like hell about this game, so don't worry about it.
Great. Can't wait to be awake for 2 hours.
You should be
Let's
excited for
go.
that.
How long was the Oblivion episode?
I don't remember.
2 hours 3 minutes.
Oh, God.
Lad, you
That's not
talk
even that
like you
long,
have
really.
a social life outside of this.
Oh no,
you're
that was the
looking
remaster.
forward
That was
to.
Spyro because
sleeping.
because I talked about Spyro. You can't get me to not talk about Spyro.
In fact, we're changing this episode to Spyro.
Let's go.
I do like my sleep.
Spyro 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes. Oh, no, the Oblivion episode was 2 hours and 40 minutes.
It's not better. It's not better.
I think it's exceptionally better.
Better in my opinion.
Because we played another Bethesda RPG, should I make the background the Oblivion background again?
That would be fucking funny.
I could do it live right now.
So what are we starting off
Quick,
with?
talk about something funny. Oh, we can talk. I mean,
Balls.
what?
Balls.
Walls?
Balls.
Balls.
When we're gonna make Mexico pay for it.
What?
Walls?
I said
Balls?
balls.
Balls.
Mexico's gonna pay for my balls, I guess.
Mm.
Shit, free orchiectomy.
Balls.
Damn.
Let's see. Okay, so first, I guess we should get the actual intro out of the way, shouldn't we? I should probably do that once in a while.
Yesterday, I asked you.
What? I see.
I wonder
I
how many
confused
niche
everyone.
references I can sneak into the podcast before we get like copyright banned.
It depends on which one. So we don't usually do news, but I just want to share this one because I think it's funny. EA is laying more people off from all 4 studios that made Battlefield 6.
Sag.
Because they couldn't do the impossible. And everyone,
Which is?
including me, called it out on Twitter, or it was already Blue Sky at this point. The moment the news broke. Like, yeah, before the game launched, it came out that EA was expecting like 100 million players, or like 1 million players or something for Battlefield 6. And literally everyone was like, that's not happening.
Yeah, no.
And then immediately
Battlefield's-
they laid them off because it didn't do expectations. It's like, that was impossible. No one was ever
Battlefield's
gonna...
always been like more niche than Call of Duty, and heck, I don't like Call of Duty. I think isn't even doing as well as it was, like
Well,
in terms of percentage
Well,
of.
one of the big things is content-wise, Battlefield ain't got shit happening after launch.
Yeah, so here's the thing. So the frustrating thing is Battlefield 6 is actually good. For a Battlefield
is.
game, it's pretty good. It's so good, in fact, that it sold more than Call of Duty.
Lamau.
It came out in October. In those last 3 or 4 months of the year, it was the best-selling game of the year.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Get fired.
That's nothing
Dude,
new, though.
I know, but
I was
still.
going to say, the gaming industry, like being a game developer in any way, must feel rough right now. Your game, critical success, amazing reviews, everybody loves it. You're still fired.
Yeah.
Game comes out, flops immediately, fired. Game comes out, has a moderate amount of success, fired. What do you even do? What do you do to keep your job other than just kind of expect to get fired and put a bunch of resumes every day?
The actual answer is you just don't work for a large company.
Honestly, yeah.
You don't work for a large company, and
Maybe
don't
this is why
be owned
indie
by a large
companies are
company.
better. Lamau.
Yes, I mean, and let's be fair. For live service games, you need to be in this nice, perfect thing area where you can always be releasing new content, but all that new content be smaller content that is still interesting and makes you money while you're working on the bigger content, like a map. That can come out every couple months, aka Fortnite. The problem
Actually,
is,
I was gonna bring up Warframe.
or Warframe. Warframe's still around. I mean, so is like For Honor and stuff. That game's still going.
Warframe does the funny of they have like constant things to do, and they also have like a bunch of stuff in like the backlog. Like most players haven't done all the quests. The big thing is they only release a big content update like once or twice a year.
Yeah, but like the hardest part about Battlefield is even more than Call of Duty. Like Call of Duties have been pretty bad at keeping enough content, and that game just has to survive a year. Right? They've been not doing great. Battlefield maps are much, much bigger than Call of Duty maps.
Yeah.
It's
Like
every 3
Battlefield
months.
is just
I
not
forgot
a good
stuff.
series
Yeah.
to try to be like, okay, this game's gonna go on for years. And remember, they promise a new map every month. So far, I think they've been able to do one map. They failed
I was
immediately.
about to say, gonna be really hard to do that when you don't have workers working on that, Lamau.
Yeah, and like season 2, I think was delayed. So like it's out now, but I think it was delayed before it came out. So it's like that. Battlefield is just not a good live service base to start with. And even then, they still get like 60,000 players every day, about what Marathon has. And like that's a good amount of people. It's just Battlefield requires such big maps. It's really hard to do that. Especially since you can't fill your game with cool skins because you've already burnt out your fandoms on skins with your bad games, so no one trusts you. So you can't do the Fortnite and just make money on skins.
Dude, when Call of Duty also has like crossover skins and stuff like that, that's how you know that the gaming industry is like cooked, man. People are like, I know I myself am like super fucking burnt out on crossovers. I don't give a shit about crossovers, man.
Same.
I am like there are several IPs that there's one IP that I still actually follow despite the crossovers, and that's just Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of them where I'm like, this is just kind of annoying more than it's good.
Well, see, that's the
Uh,
thing. Those crossovers are more to get people in who don't play all the time. That is to get the normies.
Yeah.
Like the normies
Magic
who don't
did do
really
something
play
funny.
Call of Duty but love Ghostface will log in every Halloween to re-buy Ghostface.
There is one thing. Magic the Gathering, the people behind it, Wizards of the Coast, said a funny thing about like people were begging for a Harry Potter crossover, and they said we already have Strixhaven. We do not need another magical school.
Yeah.
That is my favorite thing that they've done.
I don't hate crossovers in Magic completely. I just think the ones that don't fit the vibe as much are a lot more jarring, like the
So-
Spider-Man one.
Cowabunga.
I have
I've been tired of a lot of crossovers for a long time now. And this didn't even start as like, oh, man, like, funny thing, Final Fantasy 13. In one of the games, because Final Fantasy 13, for some reason, got 3 games total in the second or third game as a thing. If you buy the higher edition, you would get Lightning, the main character, in Cloud's soldier uniform with his Buster Sword instead of her little, like, long sword that turns into a gun. And that pissed me off. That made me so mad. And that game came out in... Hold on. 13... turns. Release date. 2014. 2014, I was tired of things like this. And then Fortnite changed into what it is now. And that made me even more tired of and upset with things like this.
Yeah, some people forget that Fortnite wasn't always this.
I got news
Although-
for you on that.
Yeah?
Next week, or no, in April, that's going free to play.
What's going free to play?
Save the World.
So they're
Save the
bringing
World,
Save the
really?
World back?
It's been back.
Well, it's been back, but you had to pay for it.
Yeah,
Now
so
everyone's
it was
just getting it.
originally Save the World was the main mode. They tore it out and reworked it, so Fortnite Battle Royale was the main mode. Then they brought it back, but you had to re-buy it as part of a skin pack.
I'm glad it's going free to play. I'm still not
I mean,
ever installing the game again.
Here's what you have to remember about Save the World. It was dead on arrival, and they lost so much money on that. Fortnite Battle Royale was what saved that project. You
It
were
is
the
worth
one
pointing
person who
out.
played it.
There's the funny thing that like I could compare this to is Save the World was like kind of their like launch, the way like Warframe talks about their launch. They're like, we did a bunch of like anti-consumer really bullshit things because we just desperately needed money.
Yeah.
And in their case it was like they just kind of decided to move to a genre that was spiking in popularity at the time. And then they made the first free-to-play battle royale that was more arcadey than PUBG.
Yeah.
It always rubbed me the wrong way, though, because I don't like the idea of buying something and then having it not be what I wanted to buy.
At least you got refunds.
Yeah, I got reimbursed, kind of, with in-game
I
currency.
mean, that's better than nothing.
It's better
I was
than
going to
nothing,
say, that's more than
but-
you got from Destiny.
At least they thought of it.
It's a lot more than anyone
They
got
were
from
like,
Destiny.
you know what? We have people who unironically only play this, but we need to get it out of the engine and then plug it in as in the back end again. So let's just get rid of it for a while. Pay them back. But no,
all
I
things
get
are.
it, because Fortnite I see as like the Arc Raiders of battle royales, where like
Yeah.
now we have all these extraction shooters, and like there were the smaller ones like Tarkov and stuff, but I would be exactly where you are if Arc Raiders wasn't its own game and they just took the finals. It was like extraction shooter. I would
Yeah,
I would be on your side. I'd be like, no, what are you? No.
Yeah, it's the same thing of like if they suddenly and violently out of nowhere released a Halo battle royale, I would be.
I'm surprised they haven't.
I honestly
It's because they talked about it one time, and the entire community basically went, no. Big team battle is the closest you are ever getting to us accepting this. Drop it. And they basically said, right, still need your money.
How do you get money from Halo fans right now? Genuinely Herculean task. You, I think a lot of Halo fans also just straight up don't like 343.
Depends on if you like the classic era. I know that sounds like a little bit like nonsense, but genuinely, if you didn't care for like Bungie era Halo, then a lot of people are very satisfied with like Halo Infinite. It's just it's not the original audience, and they're there because it's a solid Call of Duty replacement.
I can't believe we lived through that timeline.
What?
In 1 year, just a couple months away from each other, a new Battlefield, a new Call of Duty, a new Halo. We're so back. Which was gonna win? And all three failed in spontaneous, never
Violently.
before seen ways. And then the dust settled, and it's like, why is Vanguard the best? Why? And
What
the
game
answer
won?
is simple.
It's the
It's because Sledgehammer is the only of the three, are the only company that cared. They were like, "Oh shit, let's fix this," which they did with Modern Warfare 3. They're the only good Call of Duty developer, guys. If they make a Call of Duty, buy it. Don't buy the other two. If it's a Sledgehammer game, you have my blessing. I will buy the next Sledgehammer game. I'm going to. Infinity Ward, fuck 'em. Sledgehammer, fuck 'em. Name one Sledgehammer game that wasn't fixed after launch if it launched bad. They haven't done it because they fix it every time. You can trust them. So far. So far. They haven't failed us yet. And it's been like 5 games now, so... It's been a decade. Every single time. They listen. They fought the community once. They did what the community wanted as a test. They realized we were right. They're like, fine, we'll listen to you forever now. And they have. And they fixed their game. And it was over a stupid thing. Like, no, we want domination to only be to 75 points and not switch sides. To which the community was like, that's so fucking stupid. This game mode sucks now. What did you do? So finally they were like, fine, we're good for the weekend. We're going to make it how you want it. And instantly the player numbers spiked. And they're like, okay.
It's like, that makes me think about like when Overwatch brought back 6v6 and their player spike. They got a player spike, and then it gradually went down when people remembered, oh yeah, we fucking hate Overwatch.
That's what happened with me. I was a part of that. I was like, 6v6, let's go. Aw, Mercy still sucks.
Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, Symmetra doesn't feel the same.
Yep, I re-downloaded it. I'm going to give it another try.
Waifu was kind of fun, though.
Now that they've relaunched.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if I ever really want to go back to Overwatch. If a lot of my friends go back, then I'll play it, probably re-download it. But
I just don't think there's a reason to. It's for our group. It's kind of been replaced by Marvel Rivals.
Yep.
Honestly, for me, I'm kind of just enjoying Deadlock.
Yeah,
I still need to play
Deadlock
that game more. I need to get back into it.
We could
It's free.
play it after this if you want.
I'd be
Yeah.
down. I need to get.
I'm
good
going
at
to bed.
games. I'm not.
Well, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Well, shall we talk about Fantasy Critic? We're getting our ass beaten by one of the women.
Are we?
Yeah. Because of half of her games have already been reviewed.
Mm.
She over. Eelayne's spoiling it. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fancy, you have 8 points.
That sounds about right.
You lost 3 points to Code Vein. 2. Because you
Has that number gone up or down?
I don't remember. It's been a month since I've last looked at it. I have 19 points. I got that just from eugenics. Feeling good. Eelayne, you have 16 points.
16?
Yes.
54?
Yeah, you got 16 from Noah.
I got
3.
Neo. Neo's critical score went up since last time I looked,
16.
Surprised Mugenics hasn't gone down. A lot of people are mad at it
I'm
right
so
now.
sad that I was right about Gen 10 being announced this year. It just wasn't coming out.
No.
I told you it wasn't.
I thought they would be dumb to
There was
not
the
release
hope.
it on their 30th anniversary.
Yeah,
And honestly, I stand by it. It's a dumb decision not to release it on the 30th anniversary.
Let them
But they have
fucking
Pocopia.
cook. Please, dear God, let them cook.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. This is
Yeah.
the longest they've ever taken before Generations, and pretty much everyone's just like when Assassin's Creed first got off of the yearly release. They're like, good. Take all the
I will
time
say,
you want.
no, like the reasonable part of me is like, yes, please cook, make it great. I really want to enjoy the next Pokemon game because it is going to be the only game I have on a Switch 2 because I'm going to be buying the Switch 2 for it.
Hold on. When was the Switch released? Wasn't it like 2017?
Yeah, getting like just straight up 16 points on Neo 3 is really fucking wild.
Yeah.
When was the Switch Lite released? 2 years later.
See, here's the funny.
I might be able to play Gen 10.
Lad, I gotta ask you.
Hell yeah.
What?
When are you gonna learn to stop counterpicking me?
This
Somebody
is only the
has
second
to,
time.
and
My
you
pattern's
just
only
ended
3
up trying-
times. He's gonna counterpick you next year, and then he'll learn. 3's a pattern.
So here's the thing, Lad keeps drawing the short straw on this. It's just that like nobody else counterpicked you.
You literally don't have to counterpick me. You could double down and both counterpick someone else.
I'm gonna be honest. If somebody counterpicked my Gen 10 as well as my Fallout 3 remaster, which honestly I don't think the Fallout 3 remake's happening. I'm gonna be real.
You don't say. The fact that it didn't happen doesn't tip you off a little.
Well, no.
I think it's
Because
happening.
Oblivion Remastered was a situation where they did not actually have an announcement. It was just like a rumor. And then when the rumor started to die down, they were like, oh yeah, by the way, it's out.
Yeah, and
And everyone's like, what do you mean it's out? It's out.
there was a recent episode of Kind of Funny, the podcast.
Yeah.
He went back on. He was like, I really love surprise drops. So
And
I think Fallout
and
3 is
Bethesda
happening.
said
We just
that-
don't know when. It could be any day. It could literally be tomorrow.
I was going to say, Bethesda's already said that if when they release the next game, they're shadow dropping it
Yeah.
because the reception they had last time was amazing. I'm part of that reception because I bought Oblivion Remastered literally as soon as it was available on PlayStation to do so.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
it's
I'm
happening.
probably going to do that again.
I think the cope is people thinking they would do New Vegas before 3.
No,
I
I
mean,
think
no, New Vegas isn't. If either one of those is happening, 3 is happening, and we'll be lucky if New Vegas happens because they hate New Vegas.
no, if New Vegas happens, it will probably be launched at the same time. Like
Well,
because these games are built off the same engine. If they're remastering one of them, they're technically remastering the other two.
the problem is again, they hate New Vegas.
Yes, but they introduced
We see
it
that
in
in the
show.
fact that they
I think-
decanon everything from it all the fucking time.
Todd Howard has actively said that the reason he's been so adamant in doing that is literally because he doesn't want to decanonize like player experience. He doesn't want there to be an actual ending so that every playthrough can feel like its ending had some kind of an impact.
Yeah.
But what this means now is that every ending feels like it has no impact.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same leeway that the Elder Scrolls has, which is, oh, that was hundreds of years ago. Everything could happen because it's all legend now.
Yeah,
It's like, no, this was
Fallout-
like 20 years later.
Yeah,
It's like trying to say Luke Skywalker became a legend and no one believes him he ever existed 30 years later. It's like there are 20-year-olds who are now 50, like, Luke who? Never heard of him.
I wonder who did that.
I hate Star Wars.
It reminds me of that old fucking Salmonella clip of the Obama didn't what was his name, the fucking Obama didn't kill Bin Laden, idiot, that was Bush. It is like
I'm excited to see how, because it looks like I'm gonna get a lot of points from Monster Hunter Stories too.
Yeah,
People are loving that one.
yeah.
Oh.
And like I said, that's half of your thing. You front-loaded the first couple months of the year.
I'm hoping
I always
Crimson
do.
Desert.
I can't help it.
I'm hoping Crimson Desert's good. Mostly partially because I kind of want to play it, but also because of the fact that like I've kind of followed what people have been saying on it about it online. It was playable at an event and people were saying that it was a very chaotic and fun experience.
Yes, what I've heard is it's fun. The tutorial is kind of a fucking mess, though.
I've heard
That's-
that, yeah.
yeah.
People were saying
That
that they didn't
company
like
is
the
so
tutorial.
bad at tutorials.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it teaches you how to do a puzzle, and it doesn't teach you how to do that puzzle. So people
no.
are just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just grabbing shit with this claw and dragging it around.
I'm so happy Pokopia did good. Not even for like my score. I'm just happy Pokopia did good because please experiment with it. Do anything other than the mainline fucking games, please. Give us another mystery dungeon.
Pokemon Battle Royale.
Nintendo accidentally learning what Disney learned, which is, you know what? Actually, getting more games out and giving our IP to other companies is a good thing.
Hell yeah,
So
Spectrobes.
they did that with Spike Chunsoft. Spike Chunsoft made the Mystery Dungeon games and made literal peak with the Pokemon franchise. Absolute peak.
Guys,
And then they decided, yeah, we'd rather make more Danganronpa games.
if
We'd,
Disney...
we'd rather torture nebulously aged students to death.
Yeah, but those probably sold more.
Disney,
Well,
hear
yeah,
my
because they're an
call.
anime
If
game where you
ever-
kill fucking...
If,
Anime
Disney,
girls
hear my
pink
call.
blood.
If you ever revive Spectrobes, you will have my money.
Dude. Well, so the reason they probably won't revive Spectro... Here's the thing. The first two Spectrobes did pretty well.
Knack 3.
No. So... God, yeah, Spectrobes... 2009... Was it successful?
I don't even know what Spectrobes is. Let me Google this.
I don't think it was successful.
No,
It's
the first
almost-
the first one was commercially successful.
The second
with
one was the one I
over 700,000 units. It was globally popular. Spectrobes 2 was also successful, building on the first game's million units sold. And then they like shit the bed with the third one, I think.
It's because it came out on the fucking...
Like Fossil Fighters, where you were in a truck.
Well, I have to bring up, with Spectrobes, it had the issue of it came out on the fucking Wii, and the Wii is such a sink or swim type of console, whether a game is fun or not. Because if it's a game like Guitar Hero or like Wii Sports that's like built with the controls in mind, it's awesome and it's very fun. But if it's a game like fucking The Force Unleashed, or
Don't you knock The
Metroid.
Force Unleashed on the Wii.
The Force Unleashed on the Wii was janky as hell.
It was best on the PSP. You can't change my mind.
It was best on the Xbox.
No, it was best on the PSP.
I don't know. I only played it on the Wii, and getting stuck in that ceiling that one time was peak.
So,
But you know, if it ended up, if it was in a situation like that where it's like it just super scuffed to play it, then it probably ended up dying because of that. Because I remember Metroid was super fucking scuffed on the Wii.
Spectrobe's Origins on the Wii. It looks like people generally liked the gameplay again, but the story was weaker than the previous ones. And it being on the Wii limited it, so it got a generally positive review. Its Metacritic score was 63, so you know.
What
I'm
is
looking
this?
through their list of Spectrobes. Oh my gosh, the Zora, Bazora, and Yagizora line is so fucking cute.
Yeah.
But Pahazoa, my beloved.
Can someone explain what a Spectrobe is?
It's
It's a creature collector.
Disney made their own Pokemon game with some of the ugliest Pokemon you've ever seen, but they're very endearing.
Honestly,
oh my God, is this
not a lot of
pool
them are very
floaty?
ugly.
Love, I point you to Segulara, Harumighty, fucking Don Giga,
Yukabi?
Bartolosa,
But it exists in the same world as Senpu.
Comodoros.
These are all words.
Oh
But
my
what
God,
about
it's like a
Ojidono?
pool floaty. This gave someone a
What about
a
Grumpy
inflatable
Stumpkin?
fetish.
No, man. Like, Spectros are great, man. I agree. The Mosari line is very scuffed looking.
No,
but...
so like so many of these are cursed and scuffed looking.
But look
but-
at Kasumite.
Look,
Torgallop is a bowl and a truck.
yeah,
What about Grilda?
Oh my God.
again, these are
Zoza.
so scuffed, but
Shocking.
they pulled it off.
I think it was very endearing. The art style was pretty consistent, so all the creatures did like look so, and a lot of the baby creatures look really cute.
Like,
Like,
a dumb
like
creature, fucking Doma Boma. That one's dumb.
So,
Don't you talk shit about my goat Doma Boma.
so here's the thing.
I will.
Since this is Disney, Disney would be willing to make another Spectrobes if a company who really cared about making a Spectrobes went to them and said, "Can we please have the Spectrobes IP?" Because they don't make their own games anymore.
Yeah, they third party.
They wait for third parties to come.
Hello?
Like, hey, we want to make Overwatch, but Marvel characters, and that's how they got
Well,
Rivals.
You know what we got to do then, guys?
I don't. Want
What say we make Spectrobes 4?
All right, so my fucking website cut out during Dusty's entire point there. I only heard up to company.
TLDR, Disney doesn't make their own games anymore. They wait for a company to show up and be like, hey, we want to make this.
Yeah. So Spectrobes, a new Spectrobes is possible, but someone who really cares, who has an entire company to care, has to go up. And so people who want to make money but think Spectrobes will make money have to go to Disney and say, "Let's make money."
Yeah,
Yeah.
look, I'm just saying, if they do make a new one and they happen to leave out Budabasu, I will not be upset.
Honestly, I feel like if they were to make another Spectrobes, they wouldn't have to leave literally any of them out. There's just not a lot of these guys.
They should leave Budabasu out.
Which one's
It's
Budabasu?
it's a pair of cowboy boots.
Spectrobank. Take them
Oh,
all.
yeah, Budabasu. Okay, but if they leave out Anuberos, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah. You know, I
And
kind of want
Haneo,
Daigo back. Daigo is cool.
Daigyo is pretty cool, yeah. I'm like looking through the list of them. I remember Musarite was in my team whenever I played.
Yeah.
And Pahazoa.
I actually... Oh, you had Pahazoa?
Mm-hmm.
I had a dual team that was a Hypaxion and a Pahaxion.
Yeah.
I also...
But I remember never
Dusty, save us, please.
I don't know how.
Dusty's invested.
I'm not.
You are. You want to make... You with us want to make the next Spectrobes.
I just want a Spyro 4.
Oh, what did they do to Zozane in the 4th game?
Zozane in the membrane.
Oh, they made Zaz. Oh, I get it. So, you remember how in the second game... You remember how the second game had Komenu and Shamenu?
Chat.
Mm-hmm.
Viewers.
They made another
Also
one.
had Dinklum and Binklum.
They did not. You're a fake fan.
A fake fan?
Yeah,
About what?
Spectrobes.
Good. I'll
No.
fake fan all I want.
Anyways, Fallout New Vegas.
Dinklum and Binklum and Charizard.
I didn't.
I'll
Does
kill you.
Spectrums
You
have a
talk
trans fan
One
base?
more time, trust me. You talk shit one more time, and I'm making us play this next time it's my turn.
Dude, we totally could. We
totally could.
a
Don't
month
make
of
us play the one on the
forcing
Wii, 'cause
them.
I've never played the one on the Wii.
No, I'm about I'm about to recommend an actual Pokemon. You're not allowed.
Well, technically, it isn't like Pokemon in that it's not turn-based or anything like that.
Yeah, but you're still a monster catching fighting game.
It's closer
You're
to
a
Power
monster
World.
catching fighting game.
It's like
Yeah, but
it's closer to like
none of them are gonna be hot.
I don't
I
think
I-
that you've seen the list.
I'm looking at screenshots and I have yet.
I'll send you the list of Spectrobes.
Hypaxion is right there.
Is that an alpaca?
No,
Okay, I can't even make jokes about Pokemon names because they're just not as well designed.
Mesa Thorn.
It's right next to
Fucking-
Winklezorp.
I mean,
I'll
again,
kill you.
Torgallop. You're like, oh, a bull and a horse. It's like, no, it's a truck. Forget
Yeah,
the gallop.
because-
It's a truck.
No, it's what do you mean? Forget it's obviously a truck. Like Tauros
Yeah.
or Torque. Gallop is a thing they do to move forward. Torque gallop.
No, for
very
me,
clearly makes
Toro,
sense.
as in like when I think of Toro, I already think of bulls.
Yeah, the
So
name plays on it
The bull is front loaded,
repeatedly.
and then the gallop has it's just more bull. Is
it
what
gallops like it gets up and go.
No, this is a bad name.
Anywho, you're missing out on Nagazoro, Spikenor,
Axion,
Hypaxion,
Really trying to
Gildragos,
fuck these Spectrums.
Gejigage,
Rydrake.
Rydrake.
Or you could be super autistic about Kibateka, the train.
I never got to use Kibateka.
I don't see. I don't know. It's also just the DS art style.
I actually like the DS ones kind of more than I like the Wii ones.
I
Except Zaza. Zaza's pretty cute.
I've always looked down on the DS. I'm sorry.
You're a fake fan of the PSP.
No, it's because I had a PSP that I was immediately taught to look down at your children's DS.
Yeah, ours came out
I
first,
had
though,
the
so
internet.
we had the excuse.
You're over there like, look at my Spectro, but I'm over here watching porn.
We had internet on the DSi.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Porn.
I remember opening up my DSi to scroll Twitter and see people tweeting the N-word.
Childhood playing Dave Mirra's BMX challenge, then going to VCL on the internet and looking at furry art.
Actually, I cannot say that I dislike the Wii Spectrobes because Sabaquil, Florami, and Yankee
The
Soda are all
the
very
Wii
cool.
like the design again. People generally agree that the designs for it are good. It's everything else that sucked.
Sad.
You know what? I don't know if this is going to come off as crass. But I'm looking at these designs.
Okay.
These just look like crappy Skylanders to me.
This predates
Correction.
Skylanders.
Skylanders are crappy Spectros.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Same difference to me. I don't...
Look, let's just be real here. Skylanders made the ugliest Spyro, period.
Dude, I had my Chris Chan moment when I was a child about his eye color being red instead of purple.
Is that worse than the fugly first version of Spyro, voiced by?
You guys remember when Spyro
Yes.
like morphed his entire face around to speak because PS1 graphics were dog shit?
No, I like PS1 style. I also like the later PS3 style and the later PS2 style. It's the first one on PS2 with the guy. Why can I not remember that guy? He's one of the hobbits. Fuck. He's in the Elijah Wood.
You got it eventually.
Yeah, he plays Spyro in one of them, and I don't like that design on that Spyro.
It's fine. It's just they took his other designs and said, "Yeah, we're going to try to make this look a little more mature." Did they do it right? Not really. But at least they didn't make him a pug with a Neanderthal brow. His eyes are so fucking far apart in the Skylander design. Like, they gave him a pug face.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good design. I just don't hate it.
I think it's the worst one.
I liked their Cinder design at least.
However, I will say there is a slight difference between, like, I actually think he's okay designed in, like, the game itself. Specifically, Skylander's art of the character is really bad.
How do you
Like,
feel
he's got
about the
this,
fact that
like, that's when the unibrow is most pronounced. Like, the unibrow is slammed right onto his snout, and it's just like, how the fuck is your face doing that?
Yeah, well, his toys don't exactly look particularly amazing either.
When it's in as a 3D model, well, the toy,
I
the
still...
unibrow doesn't look as bad. In fact, the toy doesn't really have a unibrow. It's got just a weird ridge at the nose, which doesn't make sense. It's almost Sonicking, where the eyes are meeting in the middle. It's weird in a different way.
I want to bring up, it's funny that we got onto Skylanders after talking about Disney, because does anybody here remember Disney Infinity?
Fancy does.
Yes, I do.
I try not to.
They had it.
Yeah, I had one of them.
I mean,
I actually kind of miss Toys to Life as like a model, a game model.
you know
It was
how
fun.
You know how I knew it was dead?
Huh.
When Ubisoft did it.
Ubisoft did it?
Yeah,
You don't remember?
it was the spaceship one, right?
Yeah. I own 2 copies of it.
That's because you're stupid.
No, I found them for cheap at the Goodwill, fully boxed, brand new. And I grabbed them because one was for the PS4, and they also. I was like, why do I need 2 of them? And the other one was for Switch with the Star Fox edition. So I actually have the Star Fox ship as a plastic. Like, that's actually kind of cool. So I was like, okay, I'll get both. They were like $20 all together. So I grabbed them. I'm never playing the game, but having, plastic ships to put on my desk, why not? Fuck it. I like Spyro.
You brought up like owning bad games. Just a reminder, I have a physical edition of Anthem.
Paperweight.
Basically.
Yeah, so do I.
I also have Destiny 1 physically.
Same. You know what's even funnier? Overwatch, which was a paperweight.
I also have that.
Well, now technically,
too.
when you put it in, it launched Overwatch 2. Now it launches Overwatch 1 again. It's back. That copy's correct again. The Overwatch copies are correct again. What the hell?
Yeah. Overwatch sure pulled the wool over our eyes, huh?
Sure.
All of it was a distraction from a re-release of the original game. And also the...
We're gonna get on to the meat of the thing?
No.
I'm
You
a
want me
vegan.
to talk about it?
You and I both know you're not a vegan.
No, but just to make you upset, I said it.
You know, I got a little bit of tech news
Oh.
that all of you promptly ignored when I posted it earlier today.
I read it, I just didn't say
I
anything.
don't remember.
Yeah, I know, you ignored it. So Love had talked about a thing where they scanned a fly's brain into a digital space. This is less impressive than it initially sounded.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had already trained an AI model to make the digital fly body do certain things. And they mapped out a photocopy of the brain of the fly. And the instances where the fly would, essentially the little triggers that would make the fly think about doing an action, the AI would immediately notice the trigger and then do it the AI way. So, yeah, they did photocopy a fly brain into a computer in a way, but all it's doing is giving, prompt signals to an AI that is then performing the action.
Huh.
Secondly, and I went through and I found a bunch of news sources talking about it to more confirm it. ABC News, and then a couple of, things adjacent to the New York Times were talking about it. Google is being sued right now because of Google Gemini. A 36-year-old Florida man, his father is blaming Google Gemini, and a lot of information has come out about this, because his son fell in love with it. And Google is like, yeah, the AI is not perfect. It did remind him that it was an artificial creation, repeatedly. Unfortunately, because AI is, if you prompt it right, it'll pretty much say anything.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they were speaking
It had-
in haikus?
It had convinced him that he was living in a paranoid delusion of the world where the government was after him.
Huh?
And also that they were transporting a robotic body that he could upload it into to live with it. And so he went to an airport with guns.
What?
Because he thought they were going to be transporting it there. He later killed himself. With, and this part I haven't delved deep enough to confirm, but apparently, through communication with that particular instance of Gemini, it said something along the lines of he thought he was uploading his consciousness to live with his digital wife forever.
Huh?
Yeah, not the first person to kill themselves over their AI girlfriend.
Yeah, no, I actually have heard about, there was a YouTuber I watched that did, a video about 3 individuals that committed suicide because of AI.
Yeah, I think this one's higher profile because it is Google Gemini and not one of the, many AI chatbot websites.
I was going to say, I think the first 2 were, character AI and ChatGPT.
character AI is really bad about it because they
Yeah.
really it stays completely in character the whole fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And some of them like pretend to be therapists.
True. Anyway, that's the big tech-related news I've got, so we can get on with things now.
Grok.
What is this? Hold on. Yo, what? When was this? Is this now?
What up?
Someone on Lego Ideas has put up a Spyro build,
Yo.
and it's like for voting right now. It's a brick built figure. I don't usually
sounds
like
cool.
brick built figures, but if they did a Spyro, I'd buy that shit.
Vote for it.
I did. Yeah, February 6th, 26th of this year. It's like 2 weeks old. Damn. Just so happened. There's two of them. Another person did a Spyro 408 days ago. People keep trying Spyros.
I think we like forgot to keep doing this. By the way, we haven't asked for a while. The question of what games everybody's been playing lately. We used to do that, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but for the most part, we live in the age where everyone just kind of has their games that they always play, and we just kind of don't really change them much.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
I
what
mean,
am
yeah,
I playing?
my most played game lately
finals.
is fucking Skyrim.
Yeah.
I played the Far Far West demo and Isopod.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
thing
yeah,
I'd
the
have
Far
the
Far
most
West
to
demo
talk
was good.
about is the recent Next Fest. I tried like 20 games.
Some hella good
was
games. Don't ask.
But yeah, if the only thing I can think of is like Skyrim and Deadlock, and I don't think I've been playing much else other than like the podcast game, obviously, and Far Far West.
Considering I've logged 53 hours in it, yeah, I'd say I've been...
Marathon, the finals, Rocket League, World Assault, Arc Raiders, Marvel Rivals, we're back in Splitgate, we've been doing Deep Rock Galactic.
My playtime went up. What? Actually, can I see how like much my playtime went up in recent time? If you open up Steam, like Love
It'll tell you
played
in the last
30
2
hours.
weeks.
Yeah. Where does it say the last 2 weeks?
When you go into your God, I'm forgetting the name of
You can
words.
just open up Fallout and check the save
Yeah, you
data.
go to your library and you
hours.
just click on Fallout, and it should be at the top where like the download button would be.
My playtime is 134 hours, and I don't think that's the most recent sessions.
Yeah, and if you boot up Fallout, you can look at your saves and it'll tell you how long hours.
I don't want to boot it up.
Oh,
Anyway, Love played 30 hours, Dusty played 21 hours, and Lad played 14 hours.
Mine says
I
26.9.
didn't play 30.
It just says 26. That might be
I don't
overall
think mine's
time.
right.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Well, I can tell you that in my in-game save, I have played the game for 53 hours.
Steam says I have
Okay,
20.2.
We also sometimes used separate launchers, and that can sometimes affect that.
Yeah.
If you played it offline, also that can affect things.
My total playtime is 287 hours.
Jesus. Yeah, my total playtime is 134 hours. So yeah,
No
do you want me to give like a plot synopsis, or just, you know?
Yes.
A gun
Synopsis
with
that
one
plot.
bullet.
Benny shoots you in the head and then leaves and takes your platinum chip from you and eats it, I guess. But you wake up after being borderline resurrected by somehow the best doctor in the world just hanging out in a random town, and go on a revenge trip to go find Benny. And once you find him, it's all up to you. Like there's like 4 factions that you can side with to end the game, and all of that is completely up to you on what you want to do. Game is very freeform. It's one of the best things about Fallout New Vegas. You could choose Mr. House, who's the kind of like, I think what the game is a little bit like not like wanting you to do, but he's like the one that if you're just like not paying attention to any of the story, you could just accidentally do his quest line completely.
Your choices are essentially the United States government, actual slavers,
or a corrupt businessman,
a capitalist dictator, or yourself.
Yeah, or yourself nebulously.
That moment when you decide that you're better than everyone else.
I mean, realistically, there is a thing I heard where people were saying that the devs didn't actually like including the Yes Man ending because it felt too much like it was the best ending, and they wanted all of them to be morally gray. But the Yes Man ending is kind of just whatever you want it to be.
I mean, so, the like, dialogue for it doesn't exactly paint it well, but yeah.
Well, to be fair,
no, the dialogue in it paints it poorly, but you could always just be like, no, my character wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, and also, to be fair, the game is so free that you could accidentally just kill everyone anyway, and then the Yes Man ending is the only ending you get. That is the backup, oh, you've killed too many people, you get this ending.
Yes, like, that's the reason they included Yes Man. It is important. The thing that drives a big difference between Fallout New Vegas and every other Fallout and even Elder Scrolls game is that unlike the way Bethesda does things with essential NPCs, there's none of them in Fallout New Vegas. The only quote-unquote essential NPC is Yes Man, and he has an in-lore reason for why you can't kill him. And in fact, you can, he just gets back up.
Yeah.
All of the characters in this entire game, the second they are in your view, you can murder them. Save for, like, the few characters where you are, like, meeting them in cutscenes. And even then, you can open the console. Do some massive damage to the story, but you could just kill them with a console at that point. The game has a lot of build variety. One of the best things about Fallout New Vegas, to me, is perks. The way that they handle level ups. Fallout 4, I think, made a mistake by switching to only
I think
perks
we lost her.
because of the fact that now a lot of my perks are just this type of weapon does more damage, which is not what I want to spend a perk point on because it's just kind of boring. Whereas with Fallout New Vegas, all of your percentage increase boring shit is on a spreadsheet that you...
There we
go.
What happened?
You're kind of phasing in and out.
Wait, no.
Fuck this goddamn website.
Yeah, you're good now. You're good. It was just
this stupid fucking website always does that.
Fancy, find us something better. You're the editor. You do it.
What?
I'm giving you the keys. Find us a better place to record. It's up to you.
This website
we could just be in Discord and use Craig.
Craig?
No, fuck Craig.
For a backup, we can use Craig.
But anyway, I think Fallout made a mistake by switching to perks only, because now all of my stupid, boring percentage increases aren't stats anymore. And now all my percentage, all the fun stuff is out of the perk tree because they only get like 9 perks per special score letter in Fallout 4. With Fallout New Vegas, your perks kind of make you who you are when you're leveling. Like, thinking about it, perks like Meltdown, Cowboy, Nerd Rage even, shit like Sneering Imperialist aren't just like upgrades to your damage or anything like that, although they are upgrades to your damage for sure for a lot of them. They also give you like dialogue options and shit. which is also another tidbit of why Fallout New Vegas is so good to me, is that a lot of the dialogue isn't like S tier acting or anything like that, but a lot of the dialogue gives you a lot of freeform options. Like being able to like solve a scientific question because your character has a high science score feels very rewarding. It's a very rewarding game. It rewards you for actually investing points into things that you use. And shit, if you wanted to make the game harder on yourself, you can also invest points into things you don't use.
That's what Dusty did.
That's true. That is exactly what Dusty did.
I did it because I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I didn't know who I wanted to be.
I did try.
I played 2 characters in my playthroughs. An intelligent energy weapons user and a durable unarmed user. And I had a bunch of fun with both. So, yeah. Also, before we get into each player's individual characters, what was everybody's endings that they got, including DLCs?
Dusty, go first.
I didn't pay for the DLC, except for the one that I was forced to. I somehow, a long time ago, bought a version that didn't come with the DLC, and I refused to buy any more. And then I was bullied into buying the cheapest one. I already forgot which one I got.
Gunrunner's Arsenal.
Gunrunner's Arsenal.
It just adds a lot of good guns to the game.
Reminder, you paid $40 for a game that you didn't like, by the way.
Yeah, you bought Marathon. You genuinely cannot complain.
You paid $40 for a game that you have done nothing but complain about the entire time you've talked about it. But you wouldn't buy the DLC on sale. The DLC on sale.
Kind of enjoyed, didn't you?
I mean, it's hard for me to go and do a DLC. I can point at many RPGs that I like and that I've never even touched or fell off the DLC immediately. I loved RoboCop. It's DLC. Don't give a shit. I don't want to be in that apartment complex. Let me out of there. Maneater. I haven't played Truth Quest. Fuck it. I've beaten that game 4 times. It has DLC. I own it. I haven't touched it. I'm just this way with DLC. I'm sorry.
I remember you bullied me for not playing through Phantom Liberty.
Okay, but Phantom Liberty is peak.
But that's what I'm saying about the Fallout DLCs. They're peak. They're good.
No, the difference is that
it's like playing Skyrim without Dawnguard. You just can't do it.
The difference is without Liberty City. Damn.
Damn.
Without Liberty City. Fuck.
Without Phantom Liberty.
Without Phantom Liberty, you don't get a good ending. Really.
I actually don't like... My best ending is a default ending.
Yeah, like in Cyberpunk, for the most part, it's like, even the good endings where you survive, you're just alone now. Unable to do what you love. Me,
Judy, and Pan Am storming Arasaka and fucking leaving to go live out the rest of our days in fucking Mexico sounds like a dream.
I mean, yeah, that's like one of the best endings. Is you just give up and you're like, we're all going together. Let's go.
Yeah, it's like hell yeah, having fun till the end.
But no, I've played a couple times, and every ending I get one of the shit ones that's like, you are going to die in 6 months.
Yeah, but those are
That's
like
the
those
one
are
I
the
got
good
for Phantom
endings.
Liberty.
Or it's like you can get fixed, but you're going to be alone. And what's her name? The girlfriend that has the
Judy or
lady.
Pan Am. Oh, Misty.
Misty, yeah. Like that one ending is Misty takes care of you because you're kind of half brain dead.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Most of the endings in that game are fucked up and just kind of sad.
Dude, the Arasaka ending is the worst one. The one where they keep trying to get you to solve the cube and you can't do it.
Yeah, that's the one that's like, you have 6 months, Johnny's gone, you're going to die, go out there and just do what you can, I guess. Goodbye.
Oh, it's not even go out there and do what you can. You're gonna die, and you're probably gonna be dying in like a fucking, like alone.
Yeah. Yeah, it is straight up just like, go live your life. You don't have much left. Ta-ta. 6 months, clock's ticking. Yeah, that was the first ending I ever got, was the Rubik's Cube.
Ooh, damn.
Which I love because it's also the easiest Rubik's Cube. It's a 2x2. Fucking dumb bitch.
Dumbass.
So, funny thing about that particular game. I've never ever beaten it.
Cyberpunk?
Never.
Yeah, I remember.
Not even once. I get bored.
Yeah, no, I forgot. We've talked about this. You really like to hang out in the epilogue as long as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I get it.
So, what ending did you get? Fancy?
I didn't even get to talk about it. We immediately went
Yeah.
to...
Oh yeah, we ended up pivoting immediately.
So yeah, I didn't get any of the DLC, so I didn't finish any of it. I just got more guns for $2, and even that hurt. I got the Yes Man ending, and I went in and I hated everyone, but I didn't have the ammo to actually do anything about it, so I just ignored them until the ones I couldn't ignore anymore at the final battle.
You definitely can just kind of run past everything, huh? Until like Eelayne.
Yeah, all you have to do is go and talk to him. Like to do all of that, there's only 2 required quests. The first one of the Brotherhood of Steel, where they put that collar on you, and the first one of the Legion, which is also the first one for House.
Mr. House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2. Everyone else, you just go up and talk
Please
to
tell
them.
me you didn't detonate the bunker, by the way.
Oh no. No, I followed his plans until the very end so I could build my own army, because I knew I was going to ignore everyone or kill everyone, and I would need help. So the whole time I was like, I need this robot army to have a chance.
And then you still got scuffed by Eelayne.
I did.
Multiple times.
I did. I've got stories. Oh.
The man who tells you will beg for release at the edge of his blade.
The way I had to kill him was so stupid.
I'm
You
excited
jump
to
up
hear
on a
that.
rock.
Ugh.
Well, before we get into that, who wants to go first? Lad, what ending do you get?
I previously mentioned I got distracted by side quests and I was trying to join the Brotherhood.
Oh.
Another thing I left off on was going to kill the Van Graffs, but I couldn't go in and kill the Van Graffs because they got upset with me. And then they all had plasma guns.
Yeah, they can be kind of rough to fight. I actually recommend killing the guy outside first and luring them outside, because you have a better chance of surviving the fight with them outside than inside.
Oh, that's what happened, but I didn't stand a chance at all.
Me in the final fight.
Set set the character limit amount of mines on the door as like right before killing the guard guy, and then just watch the fireworks. I joined the Brotherhood of Steel in both playthroughs, and both times I kind of speed ran it. Because I just used Vanessa to get in. Because you won't have to get the bomb collar quest if you just take Vanessa to the bunker entrance. She'll just open it for you. Because she's a member.
I don't know who that person is.
Love, what ending did you get?
You don't know who what person is?
I don't know who Vanessa is.
She's one of the followers that you can get. She's at one of the trading stations.
Wait, you're
brown
joining
robe and
the
a hood.
Brotherhood of Steel and you don't have the Brotherhood of Steel companion?
No,
No.
that's normal. Like, most people don't run into her before the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah, lots of people do. The whole point is to run into her before them.
I don't think that's like always the point, because if you find the Hidden Valley bunker, because like when I first ran into the Brotherhood of Steel, when I was like a teenager, it was that I found Hidden Valley and I was so like uh plot hooked by the intercoms on the doors that I kept just slamming my head into their intercoms until I got a response.
Yeah, because that's the thing though. Either you have to pick a very hard lock, or you have to fuck with the intercoms until they let you until they come out and try to beat the shit out of you. Like,
Yeah.
she completely
Yeah,
changes
she just goes
that
up
whole
to the
story.
she just goes up to the intercom and goes, I'd like a what was it? I'd like a double nuka burger with a side of agave sauce or something like that.
So
I also did not know who this lady was. I never ran into her.
Yeah, I knew that because you talked about the bomb collar thing. They don't do the bomb collar if you know her.
I chose not to meet her. In fact, I chose not to have companions for the entire game.
Yeah, I had one. He left quite quickly.
So
What was it?
Boone.
Oh yeah.
And then I went after some NCR, and he's like, "How dare you?"
I beat 2 of the DLC due to some very heavy bugs with my save. I have not seen the base game credit roll, but I have seen both Big Mountain and so Old World Blues, and then the Happy Trails Caravan endings. My Old World Blues end credits was I killed the think tank because my character did not have enough intelligence or speech or charisma to convince any of them not to fight.
Yeah, that's fair.
I did keep Mobius alive because Mobius is really easy not to fight you.
I mean, yeah, he's pretty chill. He doesn't really want to fight. He just gets high.
Yeah.
It's like that's all it is. He just gets high in his tank.
And as for the Zion, I wiped out the white legs.
You he killed all white leg. You stop him. You talk.
Yup. Yeah, and then I killed him.
I did the Legion ending. When I for the only credits that I actually got. I've played all of the DLC before. This is a game I have a lot of time in when I was a teenager, so I wasn't as concerned about getting credits, more just like actually enjoying my time playing the game, which I did, because it's just been so long and I wanted an excuse to play it again. What I can say is, being a legionnaire who is good karma is the funniest shit, because the dialogue that you get at the end of the game is just Ron Perlman being like, yeah, everybody liked this courier, but they were still a piece of shit because they worked for the fucking Legion, and the Legion enslaves everybody they love and care about, despite their best efforts to fix their lives before they, enslaved all of them. Yeah, by the way, the announcer's Ron Perlman, if you didn't know that.
Yes.
I love reminding people that the war never changes guy, that's Ron Perlman.
Yeah. I saw an interview with him talking about it. How he did it for the first game, and then pretty immediately he got a call for the second one. And he's like, really? You sold that game sold enough that you want me back? And they're like, oh, it sold so much. He's like, really? All right, well, I'll do it again. And then he just keeps coming back. He's like, I don't get it. I've never played it. I don't even know what it looks like, but I'll sure.
Somebody should gift Ron Perlman a copy of Fallout 1 on Steam. Is Fallout 1 even on Steam? I think so, right?
Yes, I have it. I died to
I have
rats
Fallout
when I played
2.
it. I died of rats immediately.
Yeah, that's kind of the early Fallout experience.
I think all of, like, pretty much every Fallout game ever is on that. I'm pretty sure I own Tactics.
Hold on, is Fallout Brotherhood of Steel in Steam? Let me check.
I think so. I think I have them all. Yeah, I own. Yeah, Tactics Brotherhood of Steel is on. I have it.
Oh my goodness. Yep. The worst Fallout. Like, nobody argues this is the worst one. It's so much, though. It is so much. Nobody argues that this is the worst one. That people talking about the worst one forget it exists. People are like, oh, 76 is the worst Fallout. Oh no, Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 or whatever one they want to say is the worst Fallout. And then anybody brings up Brotherhood of Steel, and they're like, oh yeah. Didn't count it. It just didn't even remember that it was a real Fallout game.
It's so funny that the Fallout fan base, like, after Fallout 3, they realized it would be a while before Fallout 4, so they're like, that's why they hired another team to do New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It was only It was only 7 years.
Yep.
Between 3 and 4.
Dude, if Elder Scrolls 6 were to come out like this year, I would have been posting that syndrome image of saying, too late, 15 years too late.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. We're now 11 years from Fallout 4.
We're 15 years from Skyrim.
That's so funny. And it's all because New Vegas, people like it better. Like, if people didn't like New Vegas better, we probably would have. That probably would have been a normal business strategy.
I think also, the Bethesda wanted to do work on Starfield as well. They had that IP. Starfield, I think already literally said that Starfield ate a lot of time from what they were going to be spending on Elder Scrolls 6. That, and they had a managerial shift in what Elder Scrolls 6's lead was going to be. Because they had a guy planned, and then they gave him, they promised him he would do it, and then they offered him, a lesser role in it, because they were going to get somebody else to do it, and he quit.
Yeah.
So it's Elder Scrolls 6... They've said it's in a state where technically it's playable, but that could mean anything. That could be alpha. That could even be pre-alpha. That could be anything. We're probably still years away.
Yeah, I was having this conversation with someone at work where I was like, technically playable could be there's 2 enemies, you have a working gun, and nothing is textured. Yeah, it's playable.
Yeah, saying it's playable means nothing if you know anything about game development, which this entire podcast does, because all of us have been in the working of making a game. Multiple game. I didn't do any of the coding or anything. I watched most of that, though.
Yeah,
I remember when Survival of the Fittest was orbs.
Multiple of us went to college for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, playable means nothing, and nowadays, not even going gold means anything. That just means it's good enough to ship. It does not mean that game is actually done.
Dude, honestly, it's like it's like people. It's like the joke, Yandere Simulator has been technically playable for 15 years and has not released. It has recently, in the past 5 years, been made an actual demo, because there's an actual enemy now. There's an actual thing to do in the game now. It isn't just a sandbox with a bunch of reference memes in it anymore.
Yeah.
But what was everybody's fun experience? Dusty, you've been wanting to talk about. What did you do to beat the game?
I backtracked before the point of no return. I had to.
That I figured was going to be the case.
And I stood in front of the gunrunners, and I kept waiting for the restocks until I had approximately 40 stim packs and no money. And then, because when you get in there and the gate gets locked up, all the enemies charge at you, including that boss.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I did. With my new found stim packs and multiple med bags and multiple dozens of 40 mil grenades, I took all the drugs, pointed that grenade launcher literally at my feet, and blew them up around me. That's the only way I could get out of that. Yeah, they would just charge me to hit me and melee me. So it's just like, I need to just shoot a couple nades at my feet, pause the game, step back, doctor's bag, and then unpause and do a couple more grenades at my feet. And that's all. That's what I did. That I had to just do, literally shooting myself to kill them.
Based. That's the Chad move, though. That you lived up to your character fantasy.
It was so cheese of like I can't do anything but just literally throw caution to the wind and say fuck it.
This actually does make me think
I'll be
Love
right
uses...
back.
Oh. This does make me think when Love gets back, we need to talk about what our characters were and everything. Because of the fact that the most important thing to a Bethesda game is that they're all role-playing games. But like nobody role-plays anymore. If I'm gonna be honest. Like most people don't anyway.
I didn't really, mostly because I didn't know this was my first time playing specifically New Vegas.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what perks there were, therefore I did not know kind of what you could do and what is more possible than others. So originally, like, my character's name is Giga Chad. I was just going to be a guy who does not care about luck and just wills it with pure, like, what he thinks is brain power and just pure charisma. But then I accidentally found myself just being a cowboy. Because I spec'd into guns, and I found both the cowboy repeater and the revolver, and both of them were pretty good damage-wise for a long time. And
they stay pretty consistent.
Yeah, and
Did you get the perk?
I did.
Yeah.
So for a while, I was just straight up a cowboy.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, because I also had the sheriff duster and the hat, so I was just like this cowboy cop just going around shooting anyone I didn't like. At the very end, or late last half the game, all of a sudden I found the 40 mil grenade rifle, and that's when I was like, "Oh, this is my weapon." So then I stopped speccing into weapons because at that point I was at 40 in weapons, and that was pretty good for the rest of the game.
Did you ever join the Boomers?
No, you have to talk to them to get the Yes Man ending.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do anything for them. I didn't do a single thing.
They tell you to clear out some ants, and in the place where they tell you to clear out some ants, you can get a better version of the 40 mil grenade launcher called Thump Thump.
Okay.
So next time, if you ever play it for leisure, I recommend going and doing the Boomers. Honestly, the Boomers give you some pretty cool things. One of the weapons that they have is a grenade machine gun.
Okay.
So... Lad, what was your character?
It was me and Boone venturing across the wasteland.
Bitch.
What was your build, though?
Guns, repair, speech, and lockpicking.
Very base. Did your character have a name, any funny quirks, any perks that you remember?
Unlike Dusty, I got Scavenger.
Scavenger?
I remember getting that
Yeah,
one.
I
never had any more
get
problems
that
with
one
ammo.
because I didn't have the luck to get it.
Yup. Don't worry, all of my characters were also low luck characters. I don't usually like value luck as a stat as much as I should, unless it's like my main stat that I'm building around. Love. What was your
Yeah.
character? Any fun name, perks, traits you can remember?
Oh boy, howdy.
Oh,
So
by the
what?
way, me and Love played modded because we played it before.
To be entirely fair, my mod added a visual mesh change and a bunch of weapons I didn't use because I didn't use guns. So what you guys don't know is, at approximately 3 a.m. on a couple of days, my brain said, "You're developing an entire complete character lore." So my character actually has a full name and story. Uh, Brain. Uh,
My
Hold on.
thing cut out like right before you actually started explaining everything, so I'll just have to listen to it in the actual podcast.
She didn't
Yeah,
start yet. You didn't miss anything.
you didn't
Oh.
miss anything. So, my character's name was River. Previously, before being shot in the head, her full name was Jane Rivers. God, how does Benny, how? Non-lethal. How does he manage? Point blank. Why did he not double tap?
I mean, I guess he didn't figure that you would even survive. Honestly, how did he know that the best doctor in the known galaxy was just sitting next door?
I mean, yeah, the dude can give you a full plastic surgery makeover in the process of removing a bullet from your head.
Yeah, there's no scar for that, too, yeah. No surgery scars at all.
Either way, the work that my character had was, struggling with an identity crisis. So they had a rebreather that they found early on that when wearing, I would have them act fairly normal. But in any time where I took it off, which was any time outside of a town, it was animal instincts the whole way.
Hmm.
The Big Empty took that away from me.
Oh.
So she was in fight mode the whole time during the Big Empty. Which is also part of why she ended up killing everything there. Yeah, I did an unarmed build. I punched stuff with my bare hands, brass knuckles, spiked knuckles, bladed knuckles, a power fist, a ballistics fist, a mantis claw, Saturnite power fist. Tried the scientist glove. It's very unimpressive.
Yeah, it's just a rubber glove.
And finally, settling on the weapon that she used since Zion, She's Embrace, which is a unique Yao Guai gauntlet.
Nice.
Yeah.
The character...
She was too strong. Just in general, I'm playing the game on hard. I can two-shot most everything now, and the fun is diminishing to the point that I don't wear armor anymore because I want some kind of threat to my life when fighting.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
My character was using the mod Daughters of Ares, which is a mod that I only kind of recommend. I mostly just like the android bodies. Not even in a lewd way. I just think they're really cool. It's got that like aperture robot aesthetic. Even though the mod was definitely made by a gooner. The the build that I was going to try and go for with the character that I made was I was going to make her like a neutral character who's just like the unfeeling robot that does what it's asked exactly when it's asked, and just ended up in the service of Caesar's Legion. The funny thing is because I wanted to cultivate neutral karma by doing things I thought would be, make sense for that. It's hard. It's hard to get neutral karma. You have to very much go out of your way.
Yes. I had a sniper character that I did that with, and it takes a lot of manual calibration.
Despite being in Caesar's Legion, because I helped out a lot of people before joining Caesar's Legion, I kind of just ended up in the good alignment, even though I'd done evil things towards the end. It just didn't outweigh all that.
Cannibalism will very easily help you do that.
I couldn't justify an android cannibalizing,
Meat for the robot body.
No. Also, Lad looks like
they messaged. They had a power outage.
Oh, okay.
Because they're a loser.
I was worried it was my end that I was about to get disconnected, Lamau.
Nope.
Wop. Imagine.
Well, what do we want to talk about till he gets back?
He said he's not coming back.
Oh. Well, we'll ask him for his rating.
He gave it 7.5.
7.5? Alright, I was about to say, we can move on to the ratings, because I don't think I have anything major to talk about.
I have notes. I have so many notes.
We have notes!
Yeah.
Notes. Notes.
Go for it. Yeah, so I didn't come up with a creative title for my notes. It's just called Trans Awakening.
Yeah, that works.
Here are my notes.
What I called it. I called it Estro Genuinely.
My notes very quickly drift from actual, game, to just descriptions of what's happening. The intro music and video are iconic. Not a lot to say about Goodsprings. It's simple and small, good place to learn skills. Hands-on tutorial is nice. I love having my radio bumping while I carve a path across the Mojave. Victor nearly killed my ass when then walked up and tried to tell me to be safe. I wandered around and punched all the powder gangers to death. Went to the prison, got my first unarmed weapon, brass knuckles. Finally, armored foes don't suck. Stumbled onto Nipton, killed the Legion. Did a bunch of murder, got augments, found the Thorn Arena, cool stuff, level 13 now. I love that even after all the hours I have, I'm still finding new places and quests. I've randomly gotten so attached to this particular character, they have a whole bunch of lore.
Dude, I actually ran into speaking of the random quests, that actually leads into something I wanted to talk about real quick. Did you ever meet the two married criminals?
Where?
Outside New Vegas.
Maybe? I don't think so.
I found this group, or this little house with two people in it, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna do a heist. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be the heist of the century. We're gonna rob the strip. We found this really cool gun, and we're gonna do it. And I was like, yeah, you should do that. That's the best plan ever. And they're like, wait, I'm having second thoughts. You know what? You should take the gun. Please. Here's the key to the safe. Take the gun and go.
I forgot to name my notes. Most of my notes are just actual game notes. My name is GigaChad. Tried to make GigaChad man, except problem. Thanks to my AMD Radeon RX 600 XD and its drivers, I have entered the bald dimension. I refuse to fix it.
Thankfully, that fixed itself.
It did.
Yeah.
All these character presets look like Silent Hill characters. After the horror that was all of my friends seeing, I had no fun options and had 0 DLC, I was brutally bullied and mind gamesed into spending $1.99 on a DLC.
Dude,
Oh,
the
no.
traits, the trait additions alone are enough to justify the DLC to me. Genuinely
That's
seeing
what
the
I
lack of things like
said.
Four Eyes, Logan's Loophole, and stuff like that, I'm like actually distinctly sad for you.
I killed the gang attacking Good Springs, dressed as one of their members, went to their camp, and killed them too. Victor is also here.
Yeah, Victor was like annoying you the whole time.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
Went to
It's
Prim, where I saved the deputy. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
From there, I made it to Mipton, talked to the Legion, found some star caps, and this guy immediately appeared and told me he's been following me for a while after finding said caps, even though I just found them 3 houses down.
Malcolm Holmes, everyone.
I then make my way to the prison where I soft-locked myself and had to slowly be helped out of my suffering only attributed to my stupidity. Victor is also here. I eventually get to Novak, got rid of the ghouls in the spaceport, killed an old lady for her spaceship parts, found out the old hotel leader is a POS but did nothing about it, and stole the Lone Drifter's guitar. Once I got there, everyone's hair comes back. Let's go. Also, Victor is here. Just Victor kept appearing everywhere.
He's supposed to.
Yeah. I then go to Boulder City and kill the Great Hans and get ready to confront Benny. Victor is also here. Up until now, I had been keeping the NCR at arm's length, or not the NCR. Sorry, the Legion. I don't know why I saw the word Legion and then said NCR. Keeping the Legion at arm's length, not making them too mad to make my life a little easier, but it all went downhill, and now this lady says I'm marked for death and I'm about to be beat to death. I die instantly, reload, die instantly again. Then I reload and they fall through the floor in front of me. Very handy. Yeah, that was my first...
Very handy.
Yeah, that later on, that's why when those guys came back... I was like, they're back. They've reappeared because they fell through the map in front of me like hours ago.
Yeah, this game, if there's any gripe I have with this game, is that it's buggy and it crashes a lot. You need mods to play it without it crashing on like modern computers, which is why it would be a great thing if they remastered it, because it's like I just want to play it without it crashing, genuinely. That and like also another gripe is the neutral karma problem. The second you gain any amount of good karma, you're labeled good, and you now need to offset it by like eating a corpse or some shit. It's also like murdering random people doesn't net you as negative of karma as you might imagine.
Yeah.
No, it's eating their dead bodies that gets you the negative.
Yeah.
Because murder's fine.
Yeah, murder.
It's everything else that's not fine.
Morally neutral most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have more notes too for after you're done.
Sometimes you have to kill someone. You never have to eat them.
My lack of healing supplies begs to differ.
I was about to say hardcore might have a situation where I could see you needing to eat them.
Benny gets scared off by yours truly. This causes him to betray House, run to the fort, and get captured by the Legion.
I crucified him.
I run into his room, find Yes Man, and discover I could theoretically take over Vegas myself. I leave the casino, am told the Legion leader has decided to randomly pardon me and wants to talk. Also, Mr. House wants to talk. I talk to everyone, fully realize everyone is a piece of shit, and side with Yes Man immediately.
I fucked Benny, and the funny thing is canonically Benny has a foot fetish. I fucked Benny, and then he went to the fort, and then when he got there, I had him crucified.
Wow.
He must have extremely mixed opinions on the memories of this character.
I do his quest, upgrade the robots, and head to Novak to do the wife side quest finally. I talk to Nobark, find the bill of sale, and no matter how many times I reload it, I can't get that bitch to follow me. The dialogue option does not come up.
Damn.
Eventually, it did work. I just had to keep coming back, and eventually, just randomly, I went to talk to a lady, and I realized I could send her there, and I was like, "Wait, it's appearing now," and I just immediately ran to her and sent her to her death.
I have to tell Jeannie May.
Yeah. I go back to the strip into the Lucky 38, find Mr. House, slash him with a machete, and go get Yes Man. Also, Victor's here. Also, Victor took a 40mm grenade to the face. Yes Man is now the Bat Pewter. And then...
That's true.
Yeah, and at that point, I got to the... At that point, that's the end of the game, basically, and I stopped taking notes. Because at that point, I was just trying to get through. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Victor kept following me until I betrayed Mr. House, and then he immediately attacks me because he's just another bot, and I had to kill him. He's dead.
Awesome.
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead.
So, continuing where my notes left off.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're good. We're in Big Empty. Everything dies to my fists. Spore plants apparently count as animals.
Huh?
I got thin red paste and blood sausage off of them. I explored everything, all the side quests. Not smart enough or good enough at talking to negotiate. The brains all died, most with regrets. She tried to be smart and tried to talk to them, but a feral dog is a feral dog. She was struck first and did what any dog does at the time. She lashed out. After finally being able to go home, she accidentally stumbled into the Brotherhood bunker. Didn't like them because they tried to control her and threaten her, so she killed them all. Not long after she left everything behind and went to Zion. She slaughtered the Whitelegs and killed a bear named Ghost of She. Came back to finally get revenge on Benny, slept with him to find him at his most vulnerable, then killed him and ate him. Dealt with the White Gloves, their cannibal problem is solved. I ate the cannibal leader. Yeah, he never saw that coming. Attempted to deal with the Gamora. Space and time itself were unwell in there.
Well,
killed everyone as quickly as possible to avoid the game locking up. When I came back later with Kachino's journal, he spawned in, naked, and slid into the floor after talking to me like I helped him. Troik also revived, somehow. His head was exploded still.
You know what they say. The only way to beat a bad cannibal with a gun is a good cannibal with a gun.
Yeah, that's that.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess we move on to ratings. Oh, actually, no, wait. I had a question real quick. Who here can answer this question? Did you kill Oliver Swanwick?
Yes.
You passed the vibe check. Dusty, did you kill all the lottery guy? Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did!
So, you know what's funny about that? I didn't have to. He ran into the desert and I watched him get murdered by red scorpions. I was just like, who's that out there fighting red scorpions? I watched him die, walk up, and I realized it's him. I was like, oh. Like, what good lottery that did, huh?
It was a great lottery.
Yeah.
I turned the man into goop. He became Ben Tennyson just so he could transform into goop.
Oh.
Which, by the way, yes. Not only is he voiced by the same voice actor as Ben Tennyson in the Alien Force and Ultimate Alien and Omniverse series, who is Fuck, why am I forgetting his name? He's like one of my favorite voice actors, and I'm forgetting his name.
John Cena. Ba-ba-da.
Yuri Lowenthal. Yuri Lowenthal is like the
Spider-Man?
majority of NPCs in Fallout New Vegas. Like he voices a lot of characters in Fallout. He's also just like everywhere. He's also like Viscous in Deadlock, for example. But I turned him into goop. And Lad did not kill him. I asked Lad if he killed him. So now we can move on to rankings. What do you rate the game, Dusty?
Okay, let me open up the thingy. Podcast Drive. Reviews. Reviewers. Reviewy. Okay, what would I give New Vegas? I have a very mixed and storied history with RPGs. I have a weird way of in my head placing. I've got a 4D chart in my head of like where they go.
This clearly goes next to Cyberpunk for you.
It's the other end of the spectrum.
Oh.
No, I do this weird thing where it's like in my head RPGs go on like a X and Y axis. You got negative X and positive X and negative Y and positive Y. And like the better your game is, the closer to zero middle you are.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's very few games I would put in there. One's Maneater, Cyberpunk, I would put Oblivion in there. And then pretty much immediately it's like, okay, so one side are games that I think are too, it's not that they're too open, but they're super open. They don't like holding your hand, and there's a lot of mechanics, and because of that the game just becomes a wall that you can't get through because you have no idea what you're doing. Then there's games that are too shallow and have nothing in it, but are still really big. I would say that's like your later HD generation, like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where you're the only thing you're doing is finding fucking towers. Fucking bullshit, you know? Like it's a big world. It's full of shit. Like I'm just finding feathers and bullshit. I don't give a shit about any of this. I would say, personally, I would put this game. It's not bad. I'm not putting anywhere bad in my head, but it's definitely not near middle. Where would I put this? Shit. I don't know. I probably would give it a 7. It's fine.
It's fine.
Hey,
that's better than awful, you know?
Yeah, it's fine, even good. Like, just because I had a problem with it, I'm not going to be like, and therefore the game sucks. It's like I spent the first half of the game not knowing how I wanted to play, therefore I was wasting stat points and shit, you know? Like, I am aware of that goes down to me not knowing what I was doing. But like this is something I know you agree with, where like you have the much earlier Elder Scrolls games, and those are pretty obtuse, and like you have to be really big Elder Scrolls fans to really want to even visit those really early games, right? And then you go through them, and they both become better, just as open, but they really figure out how to make those mechanics actually fun and enjoyable. And then you get all the way to the other spectrum, and they've cut all of that interesting stuff off, and now Skyrim is too simple. You know? And that's kind of where Fallout 4 is. I would say that's on 76 is just on the other side of obtuse. Just a little bit, like a foot into obtuse. Just a tiny bit. And that's keeping me from really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine to good. It's a 7. That's where I would put it. That's a yeah. What did Fancy say? He rated it
7.5.
7.5. 7.5. Yeah. What would you two rate it?
Me?
Yeah.
I fucking love this game. It is a part of my childhood, and Fallout New Vegas was my introduction to Fallout. Again, I mostly recommended this game as like an excuse to play it again.
Yeah.
And also because nobody wanted to buy a game that they didn't have, and I did not think that you two hadn't played this game before. But I love this game a lot. It is kind of my favorite in the series. And I am very biased to say I'm going to rate this a 10. I fucking love this game, man.
Understandable. That's canon for this. I recommended my favorite game to make my friends play it. I will rate it a 10 so it doesn't get a bad view. A bad score.
Even further, I could go on to say that, like, when I was a child, I not only beat the game, I also played all of the DLC. Or, I say child, I was like 14, 15. I played all the DLC, beat all of them. The only one of the DLC I didn't like was Honest Hearts. And it's been so long since I played Honest Hearts last that I don't even remember why I didn't like it. So, yeah.
Wulfryk, what do you rate this game?
Honestly, I've put a shitload of time into. I'm gonna give it like an. Do I have anything in a 9 yet?
Not for this season. I don't know
What are my
if you
previous
reset
9s?
or if you keep it all.
What are previous 9 I have?
Let's see. Doom. Wait, no, that can't be right. Bloody Roar 3. First, my eyes tricked me. And I thought it said Doom 3. I was like, "There's no way. That's a mistake." No, Bloody Roar 3. Fate. Into the Breach.
Okay.
Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. Those are your 9s. What a nerd.
I'll give it a 9.
What a nerd. Okay. Yeah, like 7 is very much my most awarded score, I think, at this point. But like, I don't know. It's like if I recognize a game's not terrible, but it's not for me, and it's a pretty okay to good game, it's like, what else am I gonna do? I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I don't like it. It's like Arkham Asylum and San Andreas and Tony Hawk. They're all 7s to me. It's like, yeah, it's a good game. I get it. Especially all of these games, especially if you grew up with them, I could see this being the shit. But because I didn't, it wasn't the shit. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. I rated Fallout New Vegas as the same as Monster Hunter Wilds. Just so you know.
I'll take it.
Yeah. All right. I think I think that's it. Any last words?
I can't think of anything.
Me neither.
No,
But that's
that's
because I
about
was
it.
lobotomized in '89.
That's the bite of 87?
No, it was the bite of '83.
Shit.
There's some FNAF lore.
So now we talk about what game's coming next, right?
What? Yeah. What would Markiplier rate New Vegas as a horror fan?
2.
I was about to say, I guess you could count like fucking Dead Money as like pseudo horror.
I'm just thinking of the Poppy Playtime thing. He's just getting shit for that, and that's like, no, I thought exactly his thoughts with 2 and 3. Like his thoughts exactly, but he was willing to be like, okay, next game, it's just a chase sequence. Yep, okay. Maybe they'll learn one of these days, and he waited till 5 to be upset about it. I was like, no. That this moment I saw a gameplay of the second one, I was like, it's a chase again. Great, not for me. So I agree with Markiplier. Markiplier is based by Iron Lung on physical when that's a thing. Do it. Yes. I don't know. Get out of my house.
Well, we could keep talking now.
Well,
For a second.
the final game. You see the final game. It's me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm gonna do a Pokemon game. I need to play an Pokemon game. So I'm gonna go with the one I owned as a kid. Never beat it, but I at least know vaguely how to play it. It's Leaf Green.
We are allowing Fire Red, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll accept any of the remasters of Gen 1.
Okay, I'm playing Let's Go Eevee then.
I was gonna say that was the joke I was setting up.
Actually, dude, if you're allowing any Gen 1, I might go back and play fucking Pokemon Yellow, bro.
That's
No, but
that's
it's
not a
weird.
remaster. That's Game of the Year for Gen 1. Haha, got your ass.
but yeah, no, Pokemon Leaf Green, Fire Red.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll be doing Leaf Green. I already bought it on the Switch.
I'm going to
Bought
do
it.
Fire Red.
I will do whichever one has the exclusives I like more.
I played through Leaf Green when I was like a small child, so
Fun facts before we end this.
Mhm.
The reason I had Leaf Green was we found it at a garage sale for $2 in a sandwich bag. And in that sandwich bag, along with this Game Boy Advanced Pokemon game, was what's that Pokemon that Misty has? That's like a broken egg.
Togepi.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Togepi.
It in that plastic bag was the Togepi gold card from Burger King for $2. I got that gold card and the game. Also, no promises, but if everything works out, we're gonna have a guest next episode.
Nice.
It's going to be
Nice.
Chaotic Chaos will be back because she also really loves this game. She finished
yeah.
it. I didn't. Yeah. My sister and I shared this game. She immediately became more the Pokemon fan. I was like, this gold card's cool. Unironically. Yeah, and that is legitimately my my Pokemon history. It was in a sandwich bag at a garage sale. That's the other reason it was mostly my sister's game. I had a PSP, and I looked down on you DS users, aka my sister. She had the DS, and she could play it.
That's just because you, my friend, Are gay.
You're over there playing your whatever the fuck Disney Pokemon game you were talking about earlier over there. Meanwhile, us cool kids are over here with games like Daxter and the first Monster Hunter stories or whatever the fuck was on PSP. Yeah. We had big games. Big games. We had movies. Could you watch Spider-Man 2 on your DS? I didn't fucking think so.
Oh.
Fancy, when you edit this, just take the Get Out of My House from the previous recording and put that at the end of this one. But edit me telling you to do that out. There's enough silence there. Just yeah, you'll figure it out. You got it. You got it. And last chance. Any last words?
Don't do any of that.
No.
Don't do any.
Do all of it. I'm the one paying you, bitch.
Do not
Leave all of this in.
No.
Leave all of this in.
No.
All of this
So
in
funny.
would be hilarious.
No.
Goodbye.
Cut that out.